As 2026 approaches, several provinces in the Philippines are standing on the edge of collapse. One disaster after another, earthquakes, floods, and powerful storms, has tested the strength of our land and the resilience of our people. In this video, we'll reveal the 10 Philippine provinces on the brink of collapse in 2026, places that were severely hit this 2025 and could once again face nature's fury in the coming year. But remember, this is not a prediction or a certainty. This video is based on current reports, data, and observations from recent disasters. Our goal is not to create fear, but awareness. So, if you're ready, let's begin and find out which provinces may once again face danger in 2026. Number 10. Nueva Vizcaya. Nestled in the heart of northern Luzon, Nueva Vizcaya is a land of rolling mountains, vast farmlands, and scenic river valleys. But beneath its beauty lies a fragile foundation. In late 2025, Typhoon Paolo unleashed heavy rains that triggered flash floods and deadly landslides across the province. Entire houses were swept away, and major roads connecting towns like Bayambang and Bambang were cut off by collapsing slopes. Today, scars of that destruction remain visible: eroded hillsides, weakened bridges, and farmlands that have yet to recover. Experts warn that Nueva Vizcaya's soft soil and mountainous terrain make it extremely vulnerable to future disasters. With the growing threat of stronger typhoons and prolonged rainfall, one powerful storm could again set off landslides that endanger entire communities. As 2026 approaches, Nueva Vizcaya stands at a crossroads. Will it rise stronger through preparation and resilience, or face another wave of devastation from the mountains it calls home? Only time and nature will decide. Oh wait, before we continue, we'd love to hear from you. Do you agree with these issues? What's your opinion on this topic? Drop a comment below and tell us what you think. And don't forget to include where you're from, so we can see how far this video has reached. Number 9. Aurora. On the eastern coast of Luzon lies Aurora, a province known for its stunning beaches, the towering Sierra Madre Mountains, and its lush forests that cradle both beauty and danger. But beneath this natural charm lies a harsh reality. In October 2025, Typhoon Paolo struck the province hard, destroying roads and buildings, and forcing hundreds of families to flee their homes in search of safety. Aurora sits right along the Pacific typhoon belt, making it one of the country's most exposed provinces to powerful storms. Every year, when a typhoon enters the Philippines, Aurora is among the first to feel its wrath. Heavy rains, fierce winds, and massive waves that can trigger flash floods and deadly landslides. Its location, while breathtaking, also makes it one of the most vulnerable places in the archipelago. As 2026 approaches, the threat of stronger and more frequent typhoons continues to loom over the province. The question is, how much more can Aurora endure? Time and time again, this province has stood in the path of destruction, yet its people remain resilient. No matter how strong the storm, the spirit of the Orono continues to rise, a living testament to the strength of the Filipino heart. Number 8. Maguindanao. In the heart of Mindanao lies Maguindanao, a land rich in history, culture, and the unshakable spirit of its people. But behind its lush fields and life-giving rivers also lies danger. In recent years, the province has been struck multiple times by heavy rains and severe flooding, submerging towns and destroying farmlands that serve as the main source of livelihood for thousands of residents. Within hours, waters rose rapidly, forcing families to flee their homes and leaving communities devastated. According to national assessments, Maguindanao remains one of the provinces with weak disaster response capacity. Equipment is limited, infrastructure is lacking, and the area is often affected by both natural and human-induced disasters. Every rainfall becomes a test, a reminder that the real battle is not only against nature, but also against the lack of preparedness. As 2026 approaches, the threat of stronger and more destructive disasters still looms. With deforestation, soft soil, and worsening weather patterns, floods and landslides could intensify once again. Yet despite it all, the people of Maguindanao stand resilient, united, determined, and full of faith that after every storm, there will always be a chance to rise again. Number 7. Pampanga. In the heart of central Luzon lies Pampanga, a province known for its prosperity, rich cuisine, and thriving economy. But behind its vibrant cities and bustling communities hides a growing danger brought by nature itself. Constant flooding continues to plague major areas such as San Fernando, Mabalacat, and Angeles, while towns near the riverbanks are regularly submerged during heavy rains. Even elevated zones are no longer safe, as poor drainage systems worsen the situation year after year. According to the 2025 National Risk Report, Pampanga ranks among the provinces with the highest exposure to natural disasters. Rapid urbanization, deforestation in nearby mountains, and the swelling of major waterways like the Pampanga River all combine to heighten the threat. Each time the skies open, thousands of families are forced to evacuate, a painful reminder that dikes and walls alone are not enough without proper planning and long-term solutions. As 2026 draws near, the long-term flood risk in Pampanga remains dangerously high. If rains intensify or rivers overflow once again, the province could face another wave of destruction, halting livelihoods and washing away homes. Yet through it all, the people of Pampanga stand firm. Known for their resilience, hard work, and faith, the Kapampangans continue to believe that after every flood, hope will rise once more. Number 6. Agusan del Norte. In the northern part of Mindanao lies Agusan del Norte, a province surrounded by vast forests and rivers that give life to its people. But the same rivers that once nourished its lands have now become a threat to those who live nearby. Frequent flooding has long been a struggle here, as major waterways like the Agusan River overflow and submerge farmlands, homes, and entire communities. Each time heavy rains pour, thousands of families are forced to endure the rising waters that wash away not only their crops but also their sense of safety. This year, according to climate risk assessments, Agusan del Norte ranks among the provinces with the highest vulnerability to climate-related disasters. The combination of increased rainfall, soil erosion, and deforestation continues to worsen the situation. Many areas remain low-lying and prone to flooding, while local infrastructure struggles to keep up with the accelerating impacts of climate change. As 2026 approaches, Agusan del Norte remains a province to watch closely. Climate forecasts warn that rainfall will continue to intensify, raising the risk of even more devastating floods in the months to come. Without stronger flood control measures and environmental protection, the damage could reach deeper and wider than ever before. Yet despite the danger, the people of Agusan remain resilient, ready to adapt, to help one another, and to believe that after every flood, a new dawn will always rise. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future uploads. Also, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think about this topic. We're all ears. Number 5. Cagayan. In the northernmost part of Luzon lies Cagayan, a province blessed with vast plains and rich natural resources. But behind its fertile lands and peaceful scenery lies a constant threat that its people have faced for generations: flooding. Every year, when powerful rains or typhoons strike, the Cagayan River, the longest river in the Philippines, swells beyond its banks, flooding towns and cities along its path and leaving entire communities submerged underwater. The people of Cagayan have learned to live with the floods, but in recent years, the situation has grown worse. Deforestation in the Sierra Madre, clogged waterways, and relentless rainfall brought by climate change have all made the province more vulnerable than ever. Even areas once considered safe are now regularly flooded. Each storm forces thousands of families to flee their homes, losing not just their possessions, but their sense of security. As 2026 approaches, Cagayan remains one of the most flood-prone provinces in the Philippines. With the looming threat of La Niña and stronger monsoon rains, the risk of widespread flooding continues to rise. But through every storm, the people of Cagayan endure, resilient, united, and full of hope that no matter how high the waters rise, a new dawn will always follow. Number 4. Negros Occidental. On the western side of the Visayas lies Negros Occidental, a province known for its vast sugarcane fields, thriving economy, and strong, resilient communities. But in November 2025, nature once again tested the strength of the Negrenses. As Typhoon Tino combined with the intensified southwest monsoon, torrential rains brought widespread flooding across towns and cities. For days, the rains refused to stop, rivers overflowed, roads disappeared underwater, and thousands of families were forced to evacuate. The damage was so severe that a state of calamity was declared across the province. But this tragedy is more than just a story of rain. It is a reflection of a deeper environmental struggle. Studies show that Negros Occidental ranks among the provinces with high flood exposure, driven by rapid urbanization, deforestation, and poor drainage systems. Cities like Bacolod and municipalities such as Himamaylan and Binalbagan remain at constant risk whenever storms arrive. Year after year, the province bears the scars of disasters that seem to grow stronger with every season. As 2026 approaches, the flood risk in Negros Occidental remains dangerously high. Without stronger flood control systems and better environmental protection, another disaster could easily unfold. Yet through it all, the people of Negros stand tall, united, hardworking, and full of faith that after every storm, there will always be another sunrise waiting on the horizon. Number 3. Pangasinan. In the heart of northern Luzon lies Pangasinan, a land known for its vast farmlands, fishing towns, and the calm blue waters of Lingayen Gulf. But in recent years, this beauty has been overshadowed by destruction. From July to November 2025, the province was pounded by relentless typhoons and floods, drowning rice fields, sweeping away homes, and displacing thousands. The total damage reached over 105 million pesos, leaving many families struggling to rebuild their lives from the mud and debris. What makes Pangasinan especially vulnerable is its geography, low-lying lands surrounded by rivers and the sea. When the monsoon rains come, water from the mountains of Cordillera flows straight into its towns, turning roads into rivers overnight. Fishermen lose their boats, farmers lose their crops, and year after year, recovery becomes harder as the climate grows harsher and the storms come stronger. As 2026 approaches, experts warn that Pangasinan could once again face massive flooding and storm surges if another powerful typhoon strikes. Yet even in the face of nature's wrath, the people of Pangasinan stand firm, resilient, united, and determined to rebuild no matter how many times the tides rise against them. Number 2. Davao Oriental. On the eastern edge of Mindanao lies Davao Oriental, a province blessed with stunning coastlines, lush mountains, and rich natural beauty. But in October 2025, that beauty was shaken to its core. A series of powerful earthquakes struck the province, toppling homes, cracking highways, and forcing thousands of families to flee. In just a few minutes, calm turned into chaos as aftershocks continued to rattle the land, leaving behind fear, destruction, and uncertainty. This is not the first time Davao Oriental has faced such devastation. Located near the Philippine Trench, one of the country's most active fault lines, the province lives under a constant threat of earthquakes and tsunamis. Experts warn that the tectonic plates beneath the sea remain restless, and another major tremor could strike at any time, stronger and more destructive than before. As 2026 approaches, Davao Oriental remains a province on high alert. Preparedness, early warning systems, and strong community cooperation will be key to survival. Yet, even in the face of danger, the people of Davao Oriental continue to rise, brave, determined, and unshaken in spirit, proving that no earthquake can break their will to rebuild and endure. Number 1. Cebu. At the heart of the Visayas stands Cebu, the vibrant center of trade, tourism, and history in the Philippines. But in September 2025, the island was shaken by a magnitude 6.9 earthquake that rocked communities to their core. In the city of Bogo, homes and buildings crumbled, leaving thousands displaced and terrified. In just a few moments, a place once full of life and movement turned into scenes of panic, debris, and heartbreak. Yet, the trials didn't end there. Just weeks later, Typhoon Tino struck, bringing torrential rains and widespread flooding. Entire neighborhoods were submerged, livelihoods destroyed, and lives lost. For many Cebuanos, it felt like nature had tested their resilience twice over, with both the ground and the sky turning against them. As 2026 approaches, Cebu remains under close watch, especially in its coastal areas vulnerable to storm surges and possible aftershocks. But through every quake, every flood, and every storm, the spirit of the Cebuanos continues to shine, unbreakable, united, and always ready to rebuild, no matter how many times disaster strikes. At the end of every disaster, one truth remains: the Filipino spirit is unbreakable. The ground may shake, the floods may rise, and the storms may roar, but hope will always endure. As 2026 approaches, let's stay alert, prepared, and united, because safety begins with awareness. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more powerful stories and updates. Thank you for watching, and stay safe, everyone.